Welcome to our recorded discussion. No? I'm your discussant, Rebecca Makiling. So last time we talked about the transaction processing cycle, and now we will go to the ERP system. No? So our ERP system, this is a big picture, no, of your operations. So it composed of modules. We have the revenue cycle, we have also the expenditure cycle, the production cycle, the GL cycle, HR payroll cycle. So this is integrated, no? Linking all the informations, all the data from different modules. Um, the specific module of our ERP will be discussed in your next subject, okay? The ACC 224. So now is ano lang natin, it's more on the introduction of the ERP. Okay? So let's compare ERP and AIS. Enterprise resource planning is a process used by companies to manage and integrate the important parts of their business. And then many ERP software applications are important to companies because they help them implement resource planning by integrating all the processes needed to run their companies with a single system, because there is already sharing of information. Okay, all the operations of the company. So they really like the ERP system. But for the AIS is a subset of the ERP. It's still included in the ERP, but it is more on financial, no? So it's one that it is a system that accumulates, stores, and process financial accounting information. And then the system generates reports that are used to make decisions regarding how an organization is to be run. So examples of the AIS softwares, we have the Zero Accounting, we have also the QuickBooks kasi it's more on bookkeeping. It's collect data from the customers, from suppliers. So not only financial, no, although yung accounting natin is more on financial, but the AIS, they are also collecting non-financial, the records of the supplier, the records of the customers, and then it focus more on the sales and the purchasing cycle. And then the AIS will already generate reports, no? It will generate reports regarding financial statements, regarding the subsidiary ledgers. So all the manual activity we do in accounting, the system will do it already. It will do the posting, it will do the balancing, no, going to your financial statements. Okay, so ERP uses a centralized database to share information across business processes and coordinate activities. So it utilizes module, which I discussed earlier, and then each module use best business practices to automate a standard business process. This allow the business to add or delete modules as needed for ERP. So we have different modules. Again, it's not limited only this, no. It depends upon the needs of the company. They can also add another operations here, especially if it's manufacturing or the production cycle, because there are several system of the production cycle, so they can add more. But this is a typical ERP module. This is anchored to the SAP, the SAP. So we have the financial, the general ledger and reporting system, the human resource and payroll, order to cash, purchase to pay, manufacturing. We have also the project management, the customer relationship management, and we have the system tools. Okay. So what are the ERP advantages? It provides an integrated enterprise-wide single view of the organization's data and financial situation. Okay. Data input is captured or keyed once rather than multiple times, as it is entered into different systems, because downloading data from one system to another is no longer needed. And this is also to minimize human error, since if you only captured one key in the data input, there is no redundancy of data anymore, no? Uh, the data that is used in the first module will be used with the other modules. So there is integrating of the information and data. Management gains greater visibility, hence increased monitoring kasi you can view the whole operations of the company using ERP. The organization gains better access control since this is already integrated, no? So the organization can access. Of course, there are limitations also. Procedures and reports are standardized across business units. Customer service improved because employees can quickly access orders, available inventory, shipping information, and past customer transaction details. So using ERP, um, if there are customers who will acquire or inquire regarding the availability of inventory and they have some orders, and then the customer representative can access the records on the inventory item, readable only, no? So they can already minimize the time, no? Because available na yung records. So it's improved customer service. And then manufacturing plants receive new orders in real time, and the automation of manufacturing processes leads to increased productivity using ERP. Okay? How about the disadvantage of ERP? ERP can very costly, especially SAP, meron tayong Oracle, still costly talaga siya, no? The development of ERP takes up a long amount of time since the business processes have to be evaluated on how to integrate them as efficiently and effectively as possible. So again, merong process, no? It's a phases, merong phase. So on the planning stage, on the debugging stage, until to the implementation stage, especially if you are developing the software of your ERP. But if you are buying from the commercial ERP, but still, meron pa ring time, no, na kailangan. Titingnan muna natin the requirements, no, and everything, especially the internal control. The complexity of integrating different business activities and system adds to this disadvantage. Okay? Kasi as the business grow, magiging complex yan, no? And then, there are different features of the different operation. So, the complexity of that, okay, magkakaroon yan ng disadvantage. Baka hindi siya compatible. Since ERP packages are available to save development time and cost, the business processes have to adapt to the changes in order to coincide with the standardized business processes provided by the ERP package. Okay? Transitioning to ERP system might result to employee resistance. So, change is constant talaga. And then when we transition, no, for example, we have the manual and we change to automate our system. Okay, there are situations that the employees will resist to that particular change. They don't want change, no? They are comfortable with their comfort zone. So, kaya there are cases na there is resistance of the employees. Teaching employees another way to do a job they have been doing for a long time is quite a challenge. So, moreover, employees have to be trained in using the new system. So, papasok si management nito, no, just to let the employees adapt the change willingly. Okay, so those are the disadvantage of the ERP.